What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to save my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into it.
Hey, Renicia, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Are
Thank
you a
you.
PhD?
I'm a PhD. I like to think that I have my stuff together. I'm
Okay.
beautiful. I have a great body. I just
Okay.
turned 30. I don't have any children. Um, I work as a graduate assessor and I'm also a high school English teacher.
Okay.
And I am single. I was listening to the other day when you were talking about Tracy Ellis Ross. And I was a little like taken back at some of the things you said.
Such as?
So I was trying to understand, like, even today you were saying, like, a woman shouldn't be, her first focus should be on a man. And I just feel like if I sit around and wait for a man to do it, like, I'm never going to grow or be a better person for that man. Um, Even looking at statistics, like, the amount of black men, because I want a black man incarcerated, the amount of black
Hold on
men
now. So now I'm gonna stop
that
you
are
right here.
gay.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. This is a conversation. I'm gonna shut this shit down right here. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% are in the middle class. What you just said is an outright lie that has been disproven, debunked for decades, and you're still talking about it. Blackdemographics.com. Black statistics for black people by black people even debunks this. So please, ma'am, stop repeating that lie.
I'm gonna have to fact check, but those are the
Fact
statistics.
check it all you want to. That's okay. I say this because I'm a black man, and when I hear black women repeat this lie, it bothers me because you're going to give me 51% are single and childless. Do you believe that or not?
I'm gonna take you for your word.
I'm asking you, do you believe it?
I believe something else until you told me that
What
was the
percentage?
statistic.
What percentage of black men are okay? Please turn off YouTube in the background, and that's fine. But I need, if we're gonna have a conversation, it has to be rooted in facts because you ladies love the facts that make you look good. And the ones you're saying talk about black men are in jail and down low and all this other kind of stuff. Man, that's an old trope that's been around since the 80s. In daytime TV, Oprah, Sally Jesse Raphael Donahue made millions and billions off of destroying black men. And when I hear black women going right along, educated black women going right along with this, when all it takes is a simple Google search and you can find blackdemographics.com. Just like the previous caller that I had to shut down when I said, according to the CDC, black men make the most involved active fathers. And no, black men can't be shit. So
I mean, I
let's move.
want
Let's
them to
move.
be shit. So
But let's. But
I
the
want to
fact is,
believe these things.
51% are single and childless, and 64% are in the middle class. So now, what's the issue?
I mean, I guess I have to explore those things. I guess the issue now is
You.
me. So what's my issue?
Well, what do you want to be married?
I do, possibly, but I'm
What?
happily single as well. So
Okay. Well, happily single.
I'm,
What does that mean?
it means that if I never had the opportunity or meet the right person, I will be okay with that.
Why would you never have the opportunity?
Um, if I just didn't meet the right person that like made me feel special and loved, important, treated me right, didn't cheat, all that stuff.
So, in other
Because I feel
words,
like I got it
excuse
together.
me. Okay. Um. Well, if you first I asked you if you said you never have the opportunity, then I said why wouldn't you have the opportunity? You just skipped right on over to that to get into the finding the right person. Why wouldn't you have the opportunity to get married? Can you get married? Are you legally single?
I am.
Can you enter into a contract with the man and the state? Can you sign a marriage license?
I can,
Then you have the opportunity to get married just like any of us. Let's
but I'm
move
not
on
going to
to,
settle
excuse
or
me,
lower my
hold on.
standards.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Since you want the smoke, I got it for you. How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm 5'5",
Dress size.
7,
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
170. I also have a 25-inch waist.
So
Look,
five
look me
five.
up.
Listen. Oh, don't.
Look me up.
Oh, first off, man. First off, here's one
Look
simple
me up.
rule. I heard. I need. Hold on. There's one simple rule.
No, because that's
Hold
another
on,
thing
ma'am.
too I
One
don't
simple
like.
rule. One simple rule of my show is I
Don't
don't
talk
care
over
who.
you.
Yes, you cannot do that. It will go completely off the rails because that is just disrespectful.
I agree. But you're disrespectful.
Excuse me.
I said you are disrespectful sometimes. But what
I
I
can
would
beat the.
want
Hold on,
one
ma'am. I can tell you one thing. As
uh
the host, it's not disrespectful to cut you off because I am running a show for 4,500 people. I don't know you. I'm trying to do 10 different things. So this is my business. I'm running a show. If you consider me having standards and a systematic way I handle a show disrespectful, that's on you. Because I have plenty of women who love my show and watch it every day. But you seem to have a problem with the things I say, and that's your right. But don't call it disrespect because you don't like it.
No, I think the way you respond sometimes to people, not cutting people off on your show that you're hosting, is disrespectful. But what I was
Right.
going to say is that um, your body standards and my body standards are what
The
people
American
find
Medical
attractive.
Association, the American Medical Association. I'm a professional image consultant, so
Mhm.
your opinions and you're fine. You can have those, but I go
And I
by.
think
Excuse me, as an
you
image
may
professional.
think
Excuse
Paris
me.
Hilton's
Oh, see, there
body
you
is
go with
better
this shit
than.
again. I told you don't do this. See, I could care less if you disagree.
Uh-huh.
Many black women disagree with truth and facts all day long. Many black
Mm-hmm.
women will say they're thick when they're obese. 80%
Mm-hmm.
of black women are overweight. Is that true or false?
I haven't heard that statistics, but it's probably true. But I know that I have a 25-inch waist, and I know
Okay,
that
so you're
I
five foot
have
five. So
a.
you're 5'5",
Mhm.
right?
I don't have a problem with sharing
Excuse me,
pictures
ma'am.
because I'm
Excuse me,
fine.
I don't, ma'am. I don't care
Mm-hmm.
about your pictures. I need you to listen to some basic facts.
Mm-hmm.
In mammals, is it typical for the female of the species to weigh more than the male?
No, but I don't like
All
skinny
right,
men
ma'am.
either.
Then I need you to go. So a man who's 5'5", how much should a man healthy weight 5'5" weigh?
I'm not sure. However, I wouldn't date a
How
man
much
who's
would a
five
man
foot
at
five.
5'5" healthy weight weigh? Give me a ballpark guess.
Probably what they should weigh according to the BMI chart, or what they should weigh according to what I find attractive. Because what I
And
find
what you find
attractive would
attractive
probably
is
be
irrelevant.
obese.
And what you find attractive is irrelevant. I mean, just walking through society.
Walking through society of being
Just
a
answer the question,
5'9"
man.
woman and 100
Can you
pounds,
answer the
I don't think
question, ma'am?
that's cute.
Could you answer the question?
I think Bernice Burgos, who
I
has a
asked you a
fake body,
five
I
foot
think that's
five
the
man.
perfect
I asked
body,
you a
but you
five
don't
foot.
say she overweight.
All right. I've told you several times. You're not going to talk over me. So we'll try this one more time. And if you're going to continue to do this, I'm going to bid you a good night.
Hello.
I asked you to answer the question, and you just keep on saying what you want to say. I just asked you to be polite, ma'am. I'm trying to be
Mm-hmm.
polite to you. Could you please answer the question? Just give me a ballpark. How much should a 5'5" man weigh?
I was actually just looking at this chart recently, and I believe it's between 175 and 195.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not. The average American man in 1960 was 5'9¾", 5'10", and he weighed 165 pounds. The average
Mm-hmm.
American female at the same time was 5'4", 120 pounds. Fast forward 55 years later, the average American man was still 5'10", and his weight had ballooned up from 165 to a whopping 168. He gained 3 pounds in 55 years. Yet the average American woman went from 120 to 160, a 40-pound differential. There should roughly be a 40 to 45 pound differential between men and women. The average height of a black woman, average weight of a black woman in this country, 5'4", 187. 80% of you are overweight, and you think because you have a nice snatched waist and a big ass, and you like where the fat landed, that changes the way the body is set up. You're overweight for your height, and bottom line, you weigh more than a man.
I don't weigh more than the man I date.
If a man was your height, if a man was your height, you would weigh more than he does. You weigh more than the average American male who's 5'10". Did you not hear me say that the average man is 5'10", 168? You weigh more than the average man in this country.
And the average man in this country is in my DMs.
Average man in this country. And you can have all your defiant attitude and not like it and challenge the BMI and the racial disparity, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're overweight for your height.
I am, and I'm fine as hell.
Well, good. Knock it off. You could be as fine as hell. And the problem you had with me saying Tracy Ellis Ross could not get a high value man, and she's happily being single, is what?
Oh, do you consider Tracy Ellis Ross overweight? Is her BMI, her butt?
I asked you, see, the proper thing to do, ma'am, is before you ask a question, you answer the question that's been asked. You don't answer a question while asking another one. That's rude. That's disrespectful. You're an educated woman. You should
communications.
Well, then you should know how to do it better than I do.
I definitely do.
Well, apparently, but you're not making a very good showing, ma'am, because you're being very rude and disrespectful as far as communication goes. You've done this many times. I've had to mute you twice.
I'm a PhD.
So the question was, answer the question.
At this point, I don't remember the question.
Right. So you have a degree in communication, but you can't keep up with the communication.
I mean, there's a lot going on, sir.
Actually, I'm right here. I'm on task. You're the one that said have your degree in communication.
I do.
So show your work. I asked the question. What's the answer to the question I asked?
I asked you the question again.
All right. So in other words, you are being disrespectful because you're not even paying attention to the person who's hosting the show and the question I'm asking. You want to say what you want to say so much. You basically said, fuck you and your question. I'm going to say what I want. All right. So you're happily single. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What else?
I said, thank you.
So what else would you like us to know?
I mean, I believe that's it.
And you're how old again?
Say that again for me.
And so you're how old again?
I'm 30. I just turned 30 this year.
All right. 30 years old, happily single. 5'5", 170 pounds, 25-inch waist, and all these other things. But why, if you say you're happily single, but you'd be open to a relationship, which do you want?
So right now I decided, because I was dating someone and I got out of that situation.
Can you make it short, please, ma'am?
Like,
there are 4,700 people. Can you please kind of shorten it down so we can go back and forth? Which one would you like? Which one do you want? Do you want to stay single? Would you like to be in a relationship or married?
Right now I'm focusing on me for a while, but after that, yeah, someday.
Someday what?
Maybe in a year, I'll consider like dating and meeting someone, getting married. But
have you ever been engaged?
I have not.
Okay. Women control access to sex. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Men control access to relationship and marriage. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree.
So just because one day you may decide you want to do it, do you think it could happen just because you may decide you want to?
If I meet the right person, yes.
No. You don't control that. We do. See, you ladies always talk about one day in the future, if I decide I want to. You don't control that. Men do. That's what the old Tracy Ellis Ross was talking about. She's open. You can be open all you want to. No one wants to pick you. 25-inch waist and all.
Mm.
I mean, you've never been engaged to this point, right?
I haven't dated anyone in 8. I haven't been in a relationship in 8 years either.
Exactly. Thank you for proving my point.
I've been focused on me.
Exactly.
I be in the gym.
I could
be
not
in my
dream you up,
books.
ma'am. You are you are the person I made this show about. You have no relation. It's difficult for you even to hold a civil conversation with the man who challenges you. So yes, you haven't had a relationship in 8 years because you're unfit for one.
But it's by choice. I had people
Of
pursuing me
course,
for a
it's yeah.
relationship.
No, they pursue you for sex.
Okay.
They didn't pursue you to be married. They did not pursue you for being a wife. Knock that shit off.
Okay.
See, guys, remember the laughter is a tell. It's getting more pronounced the deeper the truths get because it's uncomfortable now.
Okay.
I'm talking to the audience who can see what's going on, but you think you think you're the shit.
I do.
Good.
And one
But
day somebody else
unfortunately,
will too.
the kind of man that you would want, the special kind of guy, doesn't seem to share your opinion. If he did, he'll be trying to find you. He would have wifed you by now. Not after
Possible.
you, not when you're in your, because your youth is what men want. Your youth, your fertility, your womb. We don't want you when you're all past the wall and everything else. So your sell by date has already happened, but you were not fit for it, and that's fine. And women like you and Tracy Ellis Ross can say what you want, but just like her, you sound delusional.
I'm
You
old
can't.
at 30.
No, you're first off. No, you're okay. You're at the wall at 30, but past 35, you enter what, high risk pregnancy?
You do.
Okay, so your eggs are old. And as somebody who has not had a relationship in 8 years, you're wholly unfit. Your relationship muscles have atrophied. This back and forth right here proves that you really don't even know how to hold even a civil conversation. You may be able to have sex, but a relationship, no. So it's not as though you could just turn this shit on and off when you choose to. So being happily single, you don't have any choice but to be single and be happy with it because you don't have a choice to not be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why you're not cackling and laughing as much because the truth is set in. You don't have any options in this.
I'll be
Enjoy.
cackling the
I'm a PhD.
I got a communication degree. Yeah. All that shit has not helped you one bit.
This is absolutely insane. So let me get this straight. The person with the communications degree was the person that couldn't even hold up a proper conversation. Nice. So all of that work at school, flaunting the degree, I have a communications degree. But she wanted to ask you a question, like she wanted to slice you up. Ask. But she's a communications major. All right. Now, who believes that? But, man, shout out to Hibachi Kevin. Kevin cooked this episode. This woman is completely delusional. She first came in and wanted to put down black men, wanting to read off stats that are false. Now, she doesn't want to lower her standards. She believes that she's the ish and more. So someone who's even just completely self-centered like that, how do you expect to get along with them in a relationship? And then she randomly believes the older she gets, the better she's going to look. And at any point in time, if she wants to go ahead and grab a man, she can. This is completely an utter delusion. See, because right now, this may be funny to some people. Somebody may even see it and hit it. But in all reality, when it comes down to having an actual relationship with this person, I just cannot see it. This person will struggle in relationships. Self-centered, disrespectful, thinks less of other people. And of course, she's going to be flaunting degrees. And let me guess what? She makes 6 figures. She's going to want a guy that thinks that she's the shit. And he makes nearly $1 million. A whole bunch of BS. But I would say I hope this person have learned something from this. But you and I know the answer to that. This person is just ignorant. They really don't care. No respect. No respect. But I want you guys to go ahead. This is Kevin Samuels channel. Go support. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications and comment your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.